Hello, Mary Richards.
Hello, Lizzie Lasater.
Somatic Self Care podcast interlude. Today, Mary's going to share with us a Vritti breathing. What does Vritti mean, Mary?
Even breath, even inhalation, even exhalation.
Okay, so we have decided to do it in a chair today so that it can be really accessible for your practice. And what I like to do when I practice in a chair, breathing or meditation, is just to sit towards the front of the chair. So not to slouch at the back with the legs crossed like a cool kid, but rather to move myself to the front of the chair so that the pelvis can tilt forward. Anything else to say about the physical position before we get started, Mary?
Yeah, think about your physical position when you're seated for anything, but especially for Vritti practice today, that you want to balance the cavities inside your body, kind of like cairns marking a path in the woods.
Oh yeah, those rock formations that tell you you're on the right path.
Yeah. Exactly. And we want the space, the cranial cavity, the space inside your head. I would say the space in your throat, the space in your chest, and the space in your abdominopelvic cavity to be balanced in relationship to one another. This is important so that there isn't any collapse of the space and attendant neuromusculoskeletal disorganization that will inhibit the movement of your diaphragm.
All right, last question before we get started. When do you choose Vritti breathing for yourself? What need does this meet for you?
Well, I will tell you that I practice Vritti twice a day, every day. I practice it in the morning upon waking, seriously. And I also use it to fall asleep at night. And I will use it during the day when I feel like I'm riding an elephant emotionally.
So that's pretty much like every day, or?
Yeah, so I probably do this, I don't know, 40,000 times a day.
Okay, I'm going to switch us to gallery view so they can see both of us. Everyone can see both of us. And I just heard the twinnies coming home from kindergarten with Papa. So I'm going to mute myself in case there's any errant toddler disruptive noise outside my door.
Just take your time getting settled in a comfortable seated position. And ideally, we want to be able to roll the pelvis over the heads of the femurs so that you feel the pelvis sitting over and around the thigh bones. And from that pot, the trunk of the vertebral column grows. And let's take a few moments, if you're comfortable, to close your eyes, to let your lids be heavy, and just notice the air on your exposed skin. Notice the breath entering the body through the nostrils and exiting the body through the nostrils. Notice the textures under your hands, whatever you have your hands resting on. Feel the weight of your hands, the weight of your feet, and then the spaciousness of the breath itself. And we just take a few more moments here to connect to the presence of the body. Inhaling slowly, steadily, and evenly, and exhaling slowly, steadily, and evenly, not doing anything special with the breath, just allowing it to move of its own volition in and out through the nostrils. Now, if you have difficulty inhaling through your nostrils, That's okay. I want you to relax your jaw a little bit. Let the tongue rest in the basin of the mouth. And if you need to, inhale through the slightly parted lips and exhale through your nose, okay? This is an option. Otherwise, we're going to take a couple more breaths in and out through the nose. And just get a sense as you, with your next inhalation, I want you to count 1, 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000. Just do a count and see how many seconds it takes for you to fill your lungs comfortably. And then count how many seconds it takes to empty your lungs comfortably. Again, no force or strain. You're just getting a baseline. I know my personal count, I will inhale for 8 and I exhale for 14. So I want you to just figure this out for yourself. Doesn't have to be the same every time. Just get a ballpark. So now that you have a general idea of how many seconds it takes to fill your lungs without force or strain and how many it takes to exhale without force or strain, we're now going to play with that. So bear with me for a moment longer. We're going to inhale for a count of 5. Pause at the top of the breath. You'll literally say in your mind, pause. And then we'll exhale for a count of 5, and we'll pause at the bottom of the breath, and then inhale for 5 and exhale for 5. Okay, so this is the even inhalation, even exhalation. So if your inhalation is a little shorter than a 5 count, that's okay. You're working toward a 5-second inhalation. So again, no force or strain. So let's inhale one more time, exhale completely, and then with your next inhalation through the nose, inhale 1, 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000, 4, 1,000, 5, 1,000, pause, exhale 1, 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000, 4, 1,000, 5, 1,000, pause, and continue 10 rounds at your own pace. Inhaling Om 1, Om 2, Om 3, Om 4, Om 5, Om, Om 1, Om 2, Om 3, Om 4, Om 5, Om, and then we inhale again. That's my preferred count method, is to use the mantra of Om. Play with it a little bit. After you've finished those 10 rounds of Vritti, after the 10th exhalation, you'll inhale again, exhale completely, and allow the breath to return to its natural pace and rhythm. When I finish my 10 rounds of Vritti, I like to place a hand over my heart. And just notice if you're speeding up. Try to slow down your count a little bit. As you stay focused on the count, expand your awareness to include any small movements occurring inside the body. Noticing the movements of the breath within you as you inhale evenly for a count of 5 and exhale for a count of 5. And after that 10th round, inhaling, allowing the body to return to its organic rhythm. If you'd like, hand on the heart, breathing into the hand through the heart so that we may do right work with right intention. And then when you're ready, relaxing the arms and the hands and slowly opening the eyes and blinking several times. And just allowing yourself to come back into the room fully. Making any movements that you enjoy right now. And notice how you feel.
I feel great.
10 rounds of Vritti. So this is something I want us to really take to heart, if you will. It doesn't take a lot. It doesn't take a lot for our nervous system. So 10 rounds of Vritti, it is going to slow your breath down a bit. That's okay. So instead of breathing 10 or 12 times a minute, you might be breathing 6. That's okay. About, a minute and a half to 2 minutes of pranayama, and you can already feel the difference, right, Lizzie?
Absolutely. Just looking for my little card. I wanted to share. Tell us, Mary, where people can find you on the internet.
You can find me at Yoga with Mary Richards across the board.
All right. And all of my online courses live here at lasater.yoga. And I was trying to find my little card that says my address, but I can't find it. You can sign up for my free newsletter. If you're not watching this on the newsletter, Rest with Lizzie Lasater, you just go to lizzie.yoga, LIZZIE.yoga, and you can find the newsletter there. Once again, Mary Richards, brilliant, soothing, nourishing, simple somatic self-care. Thank you so much.
My pleasure. You're so welcome.